my lovely Legionnaires. How are we doing today? Will the stream have manga spoilers? Nah.
Yes. Damn it.
Nah, we'll talk about the anime. We'll be fair.
Fine. I won't talk about everyone's favorite character, Joke Man.
Well, it's not a spoiler. You can talk about Joke Man.
I love him so much. I want him to solve every single problem. I just like, you know how Gojo is the like, oh yeah, he could just solve every single problem in the series. So like, of course there need to be checks and balances to him. Joke Man is the exact same way, except he does not know it yet. And that's what makes it awesome. I also love how he has a name, but he doesn't. He's Joke Man.
He is Joke Man. We refer to him exclusively as Joke Man.
Suking a decent. Or suking a dick. There it is.
Suking these nuts.
Did I tell you that Susie got me with that?
No.
Yeah, we were just talking about JJK in a call, and I was just like, yeah, blah, 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 it's Sukuna. And she was like, wait, who's the name of that character you said? And I said Sukuna, and she's like, Sukuna dick.
Fucking got you.
As like, I love getting hit by shit like that and just accepting defeat, being like, nah, you got me. That's GG's.
So I'm gonna draw, I'm drawing Ellie's OC Fuyuko and my OC Koji, her boyfriend, before he dies.
Yeah. And then she gets snatched up by a filthy American.
And then he becomes a ghost, which is totally normal and cool.
I mean, in this series, yes, it is totally normal and cool.
I'm sure Fuyu has no conflicts about that. No internal issues with.
What is Koji's just innate technique again?
What do you mean?
Like he's a sorcerer. He's like, everyone's got like their innate sorcerer technique.
Oh, yeah. So his innate technique is that he can approach spirits that have not become cursed spirits quite yet. So usually, like, one of the things that I've written is that his, he has a, like, radio scanner, like a police scanner on him, and he waits for, like, accident victims or the like, and then goes to the scene and grabs their spirits before they have the opportunity to become cursed spirits. When they're still just ghosts. And then
he's Rika? No. And then, I don't think I will.
And then he binds them into his service like Shikigami. And then the ghosts do things. So he's a support character, more or less. His abilities are more supportive than directly aggressive. So he's considered a little weaker than his,
Toto.
Yeah, well, yeah, I was about to say than his Kohai, but yeah. He is part of the Kyoto Jujutsu High kiddos. He is a second year, so he's a year older than... He's a year older than Toto. Uses ghosts like Muppets. Like Draconic Bloodline, like that type of sorcerer. You see the new One Piece trailer? I did! I'm sad that Sanji's British.
Oh,
I was hoping a little bit that he'd be French, but it's fine.
I
Taz's
it's funny
accent
how
is
they
sexy.
ask.
I'll take it.
It's nice that they asked, "Have you seen the new One Piece trailer?" And my answer is which one? Because yes and no. Yes, I've watched the One Piece live action trailer. No, I did not watch the other one, and I will not watch the other one.
They gave
I'll see it. I'll
gave
see enough shit on TikTok.
they gave a lot of shit away. I'm surprised.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. This is kind of like, you know what it is? It reminds me of when Broly was coming out and everyone was like, "Holy shit, is Gogeta gonna show up? Or are they just gonna do like Vegito again? Or they what's gonna happen? How are they gonna beat him?" And then they just showed it in a trailer, like, Gogeta's back, guys, and he's canon this time." And everyone was like, "Cool." Kind of wanted to see that in the movie. Um, I don't know why you'd do that.
Toei's cringe.
I've also been a huge fan of the um I'm gonna call it a culture war
Mm-hmm.
between Dragon Ball heads and One Piece fans.
Mm-hmm.
In that the notion is um what's UI Goku, and that reveal will always be more hype than G5, purely because it broke Crunchyroll. I don't know how to break it to you guys. G5 isn't out yet. Give it a minute. It'll be out, and Crunchyroll will be like, so, servers, right, guys?
Also, like, Usopp's actor looks so fine. It's true.
He's
Looks
really
German,
cool.
speaks England. If you're interested, there's a
Yeah.
Street Fighter game where you don't have to worry about doing quarter half circle inputs. I know. I know.
Yeah, I've been telling her about it. It's great. You can play as Manon. Actually, no, that is the character you would play. 100%. You would just play Manon because she's the character that I know you secretly wanted in a fighting game, which is Dancer Grappler. See, I'm right.
Yeah, I love that.
Oh, I thought that was like a noise, not like
It
a yeah.
was. Yeah, it was.
Oh,
It was
okay,
a.
great.
I like
Yeah,
that.
so here's the deal. So every time she does a grab, um it gives her a medal, and the more medals you have, the stronger her grab gets, but they also have you can get up to 5 medals, which means there are 5 different animations for her command grab, and she also has a command grab level 3 where you and her do this insane elaborate like ballet dance, and then she slams you into the floor. But on critical art, she's singing the whole time.
Hot.
It's really cool. You will have to mod it so that she's wearing shoes though.
Damn.
And by you, I mean also me.
I was gonna say as well. I love with all of my heart. They got them so good, my beautiful baby boys. I saved your ass. I saved your ass. I'm like, yes, that's it already,
Oh,
right off
for
the
real.
bat.
Got his ass.
I'm so excited for the boys to bicker.
The bickering boys.
The boys are fighting.
Oh my god, I can't believe it.
Did you see the clip from I think it's Jump Festa of the voice actors getting into it on stage?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
It's really fucking funny. It's Zoro and Sanji's actors like getting into a fight in character on stage and like getting up in each other's faces, and then Nami just steps in between them and is like, "Shut the fuck up."
Yeah.
It's really fucking cute.
Oh man. Oh, yeah. I don't know what is happening soon, but Toei's doing a thing. I don't know if it's like a convention or there's just like they're just doing a thing. but they're having a panel about Dragon Ball, and I can't wait for it to be literally nothing. Like, they're just gonna get up there, and Toriyama's gonna be like, "So Dragon Ball, right, guys?" And everyone's gonna be like, "Yeah, yeah, 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 yeah." And he's like, "So, I don't have any new anime to show you guys," in like minute 1 of a 2-hour presentation. It's gonna be fantastic. He's gonna get up there and be like, "I remembered who Tao Pai Pai is, guys." It was gonna be, "Yeah, yeah, he remembered." And then he's gonna take up space, and he's a Rocky the whole time.
Fucking, what was I gonna say?
Is it One Piece?
Oh, yeah, it was. Because I was gonna say, I really, like... I want to smooch Iñaki Godoy on the forehead, but not in, like, a romantic or sexual way, in the same way that I smooch my cat on the forehead.
Fair enough.
Like, he has such, like... I lost it a little bit when, just at the beginning of the live action trailer, when he's talking to the post bird. He's like, "So are you gonna join me?" And the bird leaves and mutiny. I was like, oh my god, that's my Luffy! That's the boy! You've done it, it's the boy! That's my MC, baby. I love him. He's so good. Why is he so cute? He's so cute. I would like to smooch him on his little forehead.
Also, hilarious bit. I stayed with my favorite rabbi for Shabbat this week, and getting there was the scariest thing I've ever done because I had to hitchhike. But also, on the way out, when I was getting ready to go, because there was this family that was already going to where I am. So he's like, "Can he catch a ride with you guys?" And they're like, "Yep." And I'm like, "Did they say yes? I don't speak Hebrew." And on the way out, he gives me a really firm handshake, like a suspiciously firm handshake. And I'm like, "Uh-huh, gotcha." And then he like turns and leaves, and then I look in my hand, and there's a tiny little baggie that is labeled care package. You'll never guess what was in it. You'll never even come close to guessing.
Meth.
You're close.
Drugs.
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, it was rolled up and such. But yeah, it's always really fun going to specifically the house of a rabbi you haven't seen in a long time, because there is I'm going to say 90% chance that there's at least one child that was not born the last time you were there. It's great. It's the best.
Drawing her expression is really hard because I don't know quite how to get it.
That's not the worst way to phrase it. I see Miss Hajjaj every week roughly, and sometimes she's not pregnant.
Roger looks so good. He does. I'm so stoked.
Or true.
McKenna looked great. I am still reckoning with the fact that he's Inishi.
Okay. How did they like find the guy who did the mocap for Mihawk, where they just like copy pasted him in the anime and that was him? Like, how did they find Mihawk?
I love with all of my heart that fucking Dio had this long monologue about what like his English voice sounded like, and then I watched the episode and I was like, oh, he sounds like Wesker.
So Dude, I still love the fucking. Huh?
Who's the Mihawk actor? Off the top of my head, I am unsure. He is handsome, though. I don't know how I feel about Shanks yet. I feel like I'll have to see him in the show. Because the bits they showed, the lighting wasn't great, and the wig didn't look very good. But I have faith.
God. Can't wait for Sanji's fucking actor to be on like strings the entire time he's fighting.
Oh, I've seen some of Taz's, like, training shit. Like, he's doing some of those acrobatics.
Oh yeah, I just like the idea of like the spinning thing he does where he like, spins on his hands. I
Yeah.
would just love it if like you could kind of see on the tips of his like legs, like in between his like calf and his foot, just the rope. Just like it's just like a dolly spinning him on his hands, and he's like, "I'm so fucking the coolest guy in this room." And you know who isn't the coolest guy in this room? Zoro. Fucking my head is not made of moss.
Somebody said, and it's true, I didn't even fucking think about it, is that Taz is so fucking cute. I cannot. His have you ever heard of the all blue is gonna fucking kill me.
God, I'll be back in half a sec. It's time to go down into the place with no.
Usopp is black, and I love that for him. I love the actor they got for Usopp. He seems just wonderful. I've seen him in a bunch of like press interviews, and he's so good. This is one of the cool things about like good casting is that I can see them in interviews and I can see like the fact that there are entire segments of interviews you could just redraw the characters into because they are so them is so good. It's such a good fucking sign. Oh, this looks so wrong. Cue me like readjusting her face 100 times when I do the line art. We're leaving it like this for right now, but I'm gonna fucking piss. I can feel it. Because we're gonna draw Fuyu first. Brooke should be black and Jewish. Hear me out, David. Oh, yes! Oh, David Diggs would be a great Brooke! I didn't even fucking think about that! I had not even considered David Diggs could do a good yo-ho-ho. I didn't even fucking think. You're right. I'm a fool. The rest of her's pretty good. I'm gonna rework this hand a little bit, and then we'll... And then her line art should be pretty fucking easy. Except for her fucking face. It's weird and I'm upset. Pinkusu wa sake o. Yeah, this is Ellie's character. Fuyuko. I love her. She is baby. She's Koji's girlfriend. So I'm actually gonna, hang on, we're gonna make that even more transparent. Because I want to figure out what the fuck is wrong with her face. Oh, I think it's the nose. I think it's the nose. I think that's what I fucked up here. Let me go back to my OG reference. My fucking... Oh, did I delete the tab? I think I did. Fuck! Reopen, close tab. Cool. Not what I wanted. Reopen, close tab. Oh, cool. So, like, it's, like, gone. Cool. Cool. Crafty stream last night talking about the boys. Oh, yeah, that's right. He was talking about, Kamen Rider again. I was there last time. I could not be there this time. We had company. We were playing Dungeons and Dragons. We are slowly dragging Justin's brother and sister into One Piece. Because we were, why do I keep saying Brooks? Justin's brother, wanted to watch anime for his birthday party. He wanted to just order sushi and watch anime. And we were like, well, what do you want to watch? And he's like, I don't really care. Pick for us. And we looked at each other and went, I know the sensation sweeping the nation. So we watched Romance Dawn, and they were like, oh, this is going to be our new comfort show. And I'm like, Brooke's brother-in-law, yeah. But speaking of JJK, how are we doing, anime onlys? How is Thursday? How was your Thursday, anime onlys? How's she doing? How's she treating you? Sick and twisted. The way that they fucking, the way that they play the ending theme as she's, like, having her moment of, like, I wanna live, I wanna have a life. And then it just cuts out. It just cuts out when he fucking shoots her. He shoots her right in the head. It's so twisted. It's so fucked up. I lost it. I was, like, crying and laughing, because I'm like, God, that's fucked. Got to watch Gojo get his ass beat. Like, for real, for real. You're really in it. You're gonna be, the next fight's gonna be really cool. Next week's episode's gonna be great. I'm stoked for all of you. This next season's just gonna be hard for you in general, so, like, rip and piss. We were, Brooke and I are joking, because we're manga readers. We were joking about there's a particular place where we hope the manga, or where we hope the anime drops out, because it'd be really funny. If everyone and their mother was, like, screaming and we're like, Well, you had to, oh, you have to wait? Oh, you have to wait? I know something about waiting. 1,188 days. $1,188 days. I think about it constantly. What a wonderful life. This is still my eraser. What a wonderful life you must have led. How nice it must be. Where's the melanin? I don't know. I mean, Usopp's darker than everyone else, but, like, that's not saying much. We've talked about this a couple of times now. That looks closer to right. But yeah, we've talked about this a couple of times now, right? Is, like, I don't know why most of the Straw Hats were more melanated at the beginning. I don't know why that changed. Could have been everything from, like, just a style change post-time skip to, like, an editorial mandate, maybe. I don't know. They've never talked about it. And I get it, I just don't know why. I don't get what's up. Fun fact, Panda is not a panda. Well, he's a lot of things. A panda's just one of them, you know? I'll never get over his introduction, where they're like, and this is Panda Senpai. And Yuji's like, yeah? Yeah, so anyway, and Yuji's like, no, Yuji and Nobara are like, no, you're gonna explain that one to us. And they're like, no, heart emoji. We won't, actually. Aether's here, hello! See if the new One Piece show from Netflix, the more excited I get. It could still be awful, but at least it looks like it'll be fun. Well, I was gonna say, I have nothing but faith. Oda Sensei loves it. He said he's really excited. Oh, goodbye. Regretting my life choices currently? Why? What did you do? Robin's Russian. Canonically. Had a video idea. Okay. I have quite a few of those. Then talk about every large monster in the Monster Hunter franchise, and Aether, I'm gonna ask you a question that I'm terrified of the answer of. In what context? In what context, Aether? Yeah, in what context, Aether? Okay, good. I was gonna fucking say, please, they don't pass the Harkness test. Don't do this. Physiology and stuff, like a guard book. Oh, cool. I love dumb shit like that. I love fucking cryptozoological anthropology. Shit fucks. So we're gonna fully, by the way, we're gonna fully draw Fuyuko before we draw Koji. Mainly because with this reference, they're about the same size, but Koji's, like, way bigger than her. So I want to have her done so that way I can resize her in regards to Koji. Because she'll be more, like, right about here. Like, right about eyeline. Hardness test? I'm gonna see myself out. No! The Harkness test! The Harkness test... Hello. Hello, Goladet! This is a terrible time. So the Harkness test is a thing in, like, fanfic. Well, it started in fanfic, but now it's more of just, like, a general writing rule of thumb. It's the fun moment where you have to consider how humanoid or how monstery a thing is before it becomes weird to fuck it. You a big Jack Harkness fan? You a big Torchwood fan? Yeah, it's measuring the sentience of a thing to determine whether or not you can have sex with it. 'Cause, like, some species are, like, sapient and intelligent, but they don't communicate the same way that we do. So it's like, it wouldn't be weird to fuck them, but, like... So it's determining, like... Basically, it's the weird line between, like, is this monster fucking, or does this cross the line into being, like, a weird bestiality thing? And the question isn't could you, rather should you. Yeah, it's true. Is it intelligent? Is it adult for its age? Is it consenting? Yeah. Exactly. It's like how, in Dungeons and Dragons, technically, the, like, the age at which a kobold physically matures completely is, like, 4. And it isn't like, oh, their bodies are little, and it's literally that they are, like, it only takes 4 years for them to completely become biologically and physiologically adults. So that's where stuff like the Harkness test comes in handy. I really love Fuyuko's design. Ellie did such a good job. Mark did the Pokemon one. I'm willing to go down in infamy with a Monster Hunter Smash or Pass. Aether, no! Aether, please! Stipulation of if these things are able to pass the Harkness test, would they be fuckable? God. D&D, but it's a dating sim instead. So D&D. I love with all of my heart how easily influenceable Justin is, speaking of that. So last night, we played a one-shot, and I got to play, Punny. I got to play my ditzy bimbo bunny girl. And the whole time, like, that we've had Juicer, and I cannot stress how big the air quotes on this are, wizard, over and over and over again, Justin's been like, nah, I don't think he fucks. I think he's ace arrow. I think he's just he just doesn't have the drive for it. And I'm like, okay, cool. And then after last night, he's in our group DMs being like, well, maybe a little bunny girlfriend. And I'm like, yeah, that's what I fucking thought, you fucker. So many people on Twitter say shit like, if you're not playing D&D like a war game, you should play another system. Like, my brother in Christ, you are not at my table. Also, like, that's not how you play a role-playing game. How dare you fucking role-play in my role-playing game? What the fuck is the matter with you? Getting into the VTM lore, what if Barbie was a vampire? What a wild 2 sentences. Of all the vampire lore you would like to translate Barbara into, Vampire the Masquerade is the one? For real? Two-sentence horror story? Yeah, fuck, you're not wrong. I'd probably take the easy route and put Barbie in Torador. That makes the most sense to me. Barbie's too nice to be a vampire. All the rules is written. GTF off my table. Like, dude, pal, amigo, buddy, chum, my brother, in Fallen Republic, the DM guide literally starts with, if the DM allows it. Your model looks really cool. Thank you! Dr. Crafty helped design me, and my model is, the model itself, was made by Okuda. My model dad. I've been meaning to get another outfit, but he hasn't gotten back to me. Maybe he hates me. Maybe I'm stupid. Maybe I fucked it all up. Who knows? These are all distinct possibilities. I'm very awkward. I'm so sad. I hope, like, I was gonna say, I hope Prism's not mad at me. Because I sent her, I'm not gonna tell you what I sent her in case I, like, crossed a line and upset her. Because I don't wanna, but, like, I sent a thing and then realized, like, after she hadn't responded for, like, a couple of days, I was like, oh no, did I get overly familiar? Did I fuck it all up? Did I make her uncomfortable? I hope I didn't. Because, like, it wasn't anything inappropriate, I don't think, but I think I might have, I think I might have just been a little too familiar. So I hope she's not mad at me. She might also just be busy, which is fair. Well, as if systems can have multiple facets. Single punch, I should be able to do that. It's true. I understand, like, a lot of the, I understand one side of it, though. Like, if you want a more, like, hardcore, pure roleplay experience, then there's other systems that are better for that than D&D, but, like, D&D can be that, you know? Like, it's not like it's mutually exclusive, it's just, like... But there's just... It's a case of, like... It's why, like, the response to stuff like that being like, well, if you like this, then this system does that better. Is one thing, but, like... Don't get on somebody's ass for, like, preferring to play D&D. It's just easier. For some people, it's just an easier experience. It's something they know better. They're more comfortable with it. It's less complex. I just have the problem, like... It's part of... I think it's part of the fucking tism, is sometimes I'll say things that are, like... like, during our last collab, I made a joke that was, like, not super kosher for her, and I apologized immediately and didn't do it again, but, like... It's a case of, like, sometimes I forget, like, to read the room a little bit. So I wonder if I did that this time, and I hope I didn't. I hope it's okay. Especially for someone like me, autistic, who struggles with change and adapting to new things. True. You know when people multi-class, they mix the names together like a barlock? Yeah, I'm familiar. Tim, you say, I'm afraid I must insist. What do you do? Sorry, I'm vegan. Roll for deception. Nat 1. I am currently eating a burger! A Clizzard? I would have gone with a Wellick, because I think that sounds funnier, but yeah, you could go with Clizzard. It's a terrible multi-class combo, though. Should never multi-class out a Cleric. Cleric gets you too much cool shit. Learned that my humor is something. Yeah, me too. I have a propensity of the meme of the, like, oh, this is not a safe space, suddenly. I have so many character ideas. Prism is a good friend. I think you should be fine to ask if you cross the line. Apologize today. I'll be more thoughtful next time. Yeah, I think I will. I wanted to wait, like, a little while to see if maybe she was just busy and missed it, but I might just delete delete that DM and be like, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable if I did. Because we're not, like, we're not super close. We've collabed twice. And I'd like to collab with her and hang out with her more. I'd like us to be closer. Because she's really cool. I love talking to her. She's a great sense of humor. She's very sweet. So I'd love to do more stuff with Prism, both, like, on camera and off. But, like... But I think I might have... I might have gone a little too far. I should apologize. Mm-hmm. Love to be a leucistic monocled cobra. That's cool. Yeah, okay, that looks better. Salvaged it. Do an accent? Alright, which one? Fuck flail snails and their stupid ass hiding. British? Okay. Okay, Google! Set a timer for 2 minutes. Okay. That's the line work, hold on. Then I think we can do colour now. I can colour her in now, I believe. Alright. It will shrink. There we go. Review are rapidly approaching me at this moment. What have you done? What have you said? You said something cross about cat boys. I don't know. I think Maddie brought up Kids Bob. I fucking hate Kids Bob. Kids Bob's the worst. I think I want to do this with a little bit more saturation. There we go. That's better. That's better. Remember, all the games covered. They have covered web. They did cover web. That's right. That's right. I forgot about that. It's very bad. It's so bad. Like a wild guess what they changed web to be. If it can't be wet ass pussy. Can be a curse word, which is the part that gets me. Because you could like... Okay, Google! Stop! You could like make it not about sex. You could sanitize it by making it not about sex, because like my first instinct is that it's wild ass party, but you can't say ass. You're full of shit. I hate it here. Why do people who play Warlock either love their patron to the point of wanting to fuck it, not a bad idea, or absolutely hate their patron wanting to kill it? Where's the you do you, I'll do me, and we won't do each other probably mentality? I had that with my Warlock for a long time. Her shit was that she was a Raven Queen Warlock. She was a, fucking Hexblade. And she made her pact with the Raven Queen after a near-death experience, so she saw her as more of like a mother figure. Some hoes in this house, yeah? Please tell me it's like, go hydrate. I mean, there sure are. Fucking Christ. broken default non-homebrew variant of the class. I like Hexblade narratively. 99% of the shit that I like in Dungeons & Dragons, I like it because of how it functions narratively. I don't give enough of a fuck about mechanics. I still cannot believe that fucking in 1 D&D, Paladin's got a fucking buff. I think they nerfed us back. Because originally it said... It didn't say melee on... smites anymore. It didn't say melee attacks. It just said on attacks. It said you could just smite on hit with an attack. It was like, oh, there's a funny word that's not there anymore. Does this mean that I can do it on ranged attacks now? And then I think they nerfed that back down, which made me V sad. I smite them with my gun. Well, it's your divine smites. It's the special ones, the class ones. Parry this, you filthy casual! I wish there was a robust parry system in D&D. That'd be cool. Just like the founding fathers intended. Buffed Warlock, right? I'm not miserable with 2 spell slots at level 1. Or level 7, right? Right? I think they did? I think they buffed your spell slots. I'm unsure off the top of my head. You'd have to check. You'd have to go check, because I don't remember. I'm a Pally main. I don't give a... Oh, this is my eraser brush. That's why. Changed WAP to water bottle, but kept in some of the explicit lines. Reviewers started reading it on stream. I think at one point Caliban and I were talking over about pie to try and drown him out. I'm gonna draw her glasses in last. It's something I've started doing because I like to apply a little bit of a little bit of an effect, you see. Make the glasses look nice and shiny. And I have to have everything else in first, so that way the... I'm gonna say some words. Say some words! Joking aside, I hope if I ever DM someone plays Artificer, so I can actually give them a paladin, a gun that's capable of smiting and saying, oh yeah, your god visited, insert Artificer's name, and gave him the blessing to make this for you. Love your art style so much. Looks so soft and squishable in all the good ways. It's so nice. Aw, thank you. I've been, I was talking about this, right? In the script for the, art fight video, I talk about, a little bit about, like, the pros of doing stuff like art fight. And one of them is that I feel like doing more, like, character design variants has really helped. And it's helped my work feel a lot less, doing stuff like this has helped my work feel a lot less stiff. I feel like I have a lot better movement in a lot of my pieces now. And I've been trying to do stuff that has a little bit more, perspective as of late. I don't know if anyone's noticed that. But purely just because, like... It's just something I feel like I'm not very good at, and I would like to be better. I spent a good, like, 5-10 minutes trying to find a good pose for this, because I was like, I can't get it to work. Greetings from the dimensional wall and so forth. Mind if I spill a short story from the D&D Ponder and Pepper hearing? Of course! You wrote down your packed jet. You keep saying you want the eyes, but I don't know what the benefits are. Oh yeah, I wrote it down! I really should... I should have a chat command for that. It's the, I mean, it's the typical warlock shit. Like, you get to become a warlock. You get warlock spells and all that good noise. Hello, Eberian. How are you? Fine, thank you. Oh my god. Fuck it, my favorite D&D spells are Crown of Madness and Cloud of Daggers. I like Phantasmal Killer and Call Lightning. I don't know what that says about me as a person. Oh, I also like, I have developed a deep affection for Planar Ally, and, I also really, I really like, oh god, what the fuck is it, Flame Strike? I really like Flame Strike. Purely because, like, not even for the damage it does, there's just something that's very funny about being able to be like, I believe in my god so hard that I call down a fucking Hammer of Dawn orbital missile strike. Call Lightning is cool, I wish it didn't suck. Call Lightning doesn't suck! The fuck do you mean Call Lightning sucks? I wish, you know what Dungeons & Dragons needs? We're gonna get up on our soapbox for a minute. You know what D&D needs? D&D needs more water spells. I feel like there's not enough, like water-based magic. Like, all of the classes that revolve around, all the subclasses and shit that revolve around, like, water or the like, are all, like, it's all ice spells. There's so much you're right, there is so much drowning potential. And I feel like it's not being capitalized upon. Christopher Walken Volver's death from the Golden Gate Bridge. What the fuck are you talking about? Hello, Sims Mage. Dad had a Bond movie on. I wanted to brag a little bit. I got the killing blow on the dragon last night. It was really cool. I got to hit him in the head with a shovel. It was an adult deep dragon. So it was purple. Is what they technically were. They used to be purple, I think, but now they're deep dragons. He looks like Willem Dafoe, so said Brooke. I think deep dragons are cool. I think, like, a bunch of the stuff that they introduced in the new dragon books are really neat. Depends, what's your health line? Shovel? What? Yeah, she fights with a shovel. Have I never shown you guys Punny? I know I've posted about her on Twitter, but maybe I've never shown her to stream. Hang on. Original characters, TTRPG characters, unused characters. Bingus. Bongus. This is her. I'll put her right here while I'm... But this is Punny, on the left. She's a paladin of the Conquermonger. She talks like this. Hello. My name is Penelope. You spell it with a U. I am a follower of the Conquermonger because I believe in women's rights and women's wrongs. Oh, it's where instead of the E. No, you spell it Punullope. Oh god, I can fucking try. Okay, Google. Set a timer for 2 minutes. Yeah, you start like that. Polly wants a few dog's colours and I give her a cliff ledge. You set me up just so you could give me a fucking Patreon boost. Is that what you just fucking... Unfucking believable. James is the fucking master of segues. I can't fucking do this. This is incredible. He's a fucking talent. Absolutely fucking ridiculous. Black pudding, no legitimate way to defeat it. Fucking oozes will get you, mate. They're fucking right cunts. They're ooey and goozy and they get everywhere. This is an Australian accent I'm doing now. Fuck! Undertale pacifist scenario. Befriended the black pudding instead. Yeah! I love that shit. It's one of my favourite things about playing, like, druids. Great snap one you've ever rolled in any D&D game you've played. Oh, you know what? So, this is a personal favourite. I was playing a druid at the time, and I whacked full head fucking first into it. So, the goal of the roll... Okay, Google! Stop! The fucking goal of the role was that I was pretending to be a bird, and I wanted to bump into the window so that way the guy would open it. Like, I was like, I'll pretend to be stunned. I'll just smack into the window just a little bit. I fucked up. I rolled a nat 1. I went way too hard. Smacked myself full face first forward directly into the fucking window. And did enough damage that I undid my transformation and then fell like 20 feet? Oh, fucking what? Bleh. Hello!
Hello.
1 second, we're having some technical difficulties, hang on. Vengus. Thank you.
Here you go. What were you talking about?
I was talking about a Nat 1 story.
Oh, okay. Boop.
My limo nod. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Everyone say hi to Brooke.
Hi, chat.
Everyone says hi, Brooke. James gives you a shout out.
Pug. Pugoggers.
There we go. We resynced? Okay, we have. Alright, cool. What the fuck was up with that? You get to listen to me eat tater tots.
Food eating ASMR stream.
I'm gonna have my burger when have Bubgur when we're done with the stream, but this is just for now. Ellie's here. Hello, Ellie.
Oh wow, I wonder who that character is. She's like pretty cool looking, gotta say.
What do you think?
I love her.
I'm gonna draw her glasses on after because I put an effect on them.
Well, yeah, I get that.
Mm-hmm. It's a double.
Sorry,
It's a double hamburger. Normally I get cheese on mine, but I wanted to avoid the possibility that the lactose will kill me.
You lactose?
I do lactose.
Oh. You have lactose intolerance.
I do lactose intolerant. I'm very intolerant of toes.
Would that be considered ableism?
No?
Well, you're intolerant of those who lack toes. And you need your big toe to balance. So that'd be considered like ableism.
Seeing the heat model mouth open and then close mouth. Well, something I hadn't thought about because I was so used to my 2D model, which, like, no shade to Nezzy, but, like, because it's not 3D, it's just inherently not as expressive as this one, was I was not used to, like, how cleanly it gets me eating. Which is a little weird. I don't love feet. I don't like feet.
Who said you liked feet?
James.
Huh? Why is James, why are you saying that Keaton likes feet?
I don't like feet. Feet are gross. So how are we doing? With season 2 so far? How are we how are we doing?
Mom! JJK is making me feel again.
Making me feel bad.
They're making me feel things I don't want to feel, like sadness.
This Thursday was fucking twisted.
No, because I knew they were gonna pull this shit. I knew that was the last time I was ever gonna see that man happy again.
It's so fucking. It's so
Bullshit.
fucked up. You don't understand what it's like to be a manga reader and sit there and watch her be like, I'm so ready to start living again. I want to have my life. And she's having that monologue, and I'm just sitting there waiting for it. I'm just fucking waiting for it.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen that episode, but I read that part of the manga to make sure I didn't miss anything. So I had to relive that. That was fun. And now I get to relive it in 3D.
It's so fucking... It's so fucked up.
Cruel.
They just start playing... They start playing the ending theme, and it's all, like, beautiful and dramatic, and then as soon as she reaches out, just bang, and she gets got!
I got a Glock in my Rari. 17 shots, no 38.
There's something...
I got a Glock in my Rari!
There's something that's so inherently deeply great about you having your moment, aka the Jujutsu Kaisen Zero movie, where they're like, is this your man's? And you're like, yup, that's him. And then I have my moment of him shooting a 16-year-old girl in the head.
No, 14. She's in middle school.
Oh yeah, just shoots a middle schooler in the head. It's like, is that your fucking man's? Yes.
I got a Glock in my Rari. 17 shots, no 38.
And he looked fucking fine doing it. Stabbed a 16-year-old in the head. I'm
not gonna lie. It's my favorite thing. My favorite thing. Him bumping into somebody using his fucking titties. That was raw as fuck, dude.
Yeah, his fucking fat tits, dog. They made his tits bigger. I can't...
I said this to Heaton, and I say it to you guys. They have to store the milk somewhere.
They have to. Inside of Toji's fat daddy milkers.
I think the white hair guy is cute. Oh boy, howdy do I have some news for you. He's the best worst character in the entire fucking show.
How do you feel about cubes?
Cubes?
Yeah, you think Gojo's cute? How do you feel about cubes?
Oh,
no spoilers for anime.
Conversation.
No spoilers for the anime only, but how do we feel about cubes?
Yeah, I like cubes. What about you, Heath? Do you like cubes?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I like them so much I could stare at one for 3 years.
Upsetting.
Anyway.
I love Ghetto so much. I love my man. I love my mans, and my friends also love the pain he gives me.
Why is he your man? Because they're talking about Toji.
Oh. I can tell you why. I can tell you why right now.
Well, listen, I can give you the 2 first reasons. But like the real reason is shit you haven't seen in the story yet.
Yeah. He's pretty cool. I like him. I like Toji.
I love the way that we phrased this. Brooke and I were talking about this today. We're like, he gets better?
No.
Kinda?
No. I love you, Heaton, but no.
Yeah, I
don't think better is the right word for that.
That's why you say it. That's why when you say it, you have to say it with a question mark. He gets better?
DMC, read the manga. If you haven't, read the manga.
I'm a basic bitch. Heaton's converted me into a Sanji stan. Fuck yeah, I have, because you have good taste and you're smart.
I don't know. It's so... I tell this story every single time somebody talks to me about... Because I retroactively got, like, 99% of the CC into Jujutsu Kaisen, and that is my biggest flex.
Ellie was one of the defining factors for why I started watching it, finally.
It literally, it's my fault. And I take all the credit for it. No, it's funny though. It's funny though.
Again, him being a hot old man is only part of it. He does a cool thing. He does some cool shit later, and we find out cool shit about Toji. Toji's cool.
Also, Baby Gojo.
Also, Baby Gojo. He's not.
Baby Gojo.
Listen, I've said this before, and I'll say it again. Is he a bad person? I don't think so. Did he make a lot of very bad decisions, and is he very
Absolutely.
stupid? Yes, for
Absolutely.
sure. Yeah. I'm not going to say that what he did to Amanai was good, cool, or even fucking warranted. I will say, however, that, like, Toji is not as bad of a person as his first appearance would have you believe.
I love telling this story. So, how I got into Jujutsu Kaisen is really great. It's actually a bit more, like, heartwarming than you'd think. Which is why JJK is a very important show to me.
Mm-hmm.
So, I had just quit my job, and I was waiting on the job site to, like, call me back to schedule an appointment so that I could end up working in the warehouse that I work at now. And I remember I was like, wow, because I was out of work for like a week, right? And I was just like, oh, fuck me, dude. Like, I am so tired. And I get to sleep in now until I get this call. And so I wake up at like 10 o'clock in the morning and I'm scrolling on my phone and I see a picture of Gojo and it's a manga edit of him. And I broke through the sound barrier into Heaton's chat and screamed, "Who's this man? And where can I buy one?"
Where can I acquire one?
But and so he was like, "Oh yeah, that's Jujutsu Kaisen. It's the newer like shonen anime. I don't think the first season's over, so you might have time to catch up with it." When I tell you, I finished like halfway because the season wasn't done yet. They were still on the special event arc.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And so I got halfway through where they were already in like one night. And that's not normal for me. Like, if you know me, I don't binge anime. I just don't binge. I don't like to binge anything. And so I was having a gay old time. And so that got me, and like, I hadn't really gotten into something that hard before. So because I was so like buzzing with excitement that this thing exists, I'm like, man, you know what would really help my hyperfixation about this anime? Tumblr fan fiction. And so I remember one day at work, I was on break, and I was scrolling through Tumblr, and I'm like, Ghetto? He's I don't know him that well. Maybe I should read the manga. Maybe I'll learn more about him. And then I did.
And here we are.
Well, that's not where the story ends. I learned more about Ghetto, and I'm like, oh, that's cool. But I didn't read JJK Zero yet, so I didn't know where like the scar came from. I'm like, why does he have the scar? That's weird. And I didn't get to like the Shibuya arc or anything. I had just gotten finished with the Gojo Pass arc.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, okay. So I start reading fan fiction more and more, and I was like, okay, cool. Oh, shit. What's this fan fiction? Weed smoking Ghetto? Sure, I guess. And then it changed my life.
I wish that this was a joke or an exaggeration, but
Swear to God.
But I remember I was there for this.
Swear to God. The thing that made me attracted to Ghetto was a fanfic AU where he was a stoner. I couldn't make it. It was written so well. It made me completely switch sides. And it doesn't exist anymore. They deleted it. And I didn't save it. And I'm so mad. I'll never get it back. and I can't show you. It
Changed my life, man.
I'm also disappointed in myself. Don't worry. It's fine. Don't worry. It's not even phased me anymore. It's great though, because all of my Jujutsu Kaisen friends, okay, my friends like to just send me things because they know, like, if I show interest in one thing, that'll be my personality for like 6 months.
Yep. Relatable content, samesies.
So it's like Bulbasaur. So Bulbasaur, like, if you just send me Bulbasaur, anything, I'm like, ah, yes, thank you for your offering.
Thank you for the offering to the dopamine machine. I needed that. Thank you.
I think was it you and I think they're doing Pokemon sleep tracker whatever thing, and they named their Bulbasaur Ellie, which is not like the first time that's happened. By the way, every time my friends get a Bulbasaur, they have to name it Ellie. Which, frankly, the fact that Bulbasaur and me are spiritually intertwined is my goal in life. So thank you for that. But I don't have a lot of Jujutsu Kaisen friends because all of my other like close friends are like, I'll get into it. I'll get into it. Girly wolf pup, I'll get into it. Yes, that was a direct call out. You should really finish season 1, Danica. Anywho, so I don't have a lot of friends to talk about JJK with other than Avi, which Avi, God bless him, he's been truly the supplier.
Also, like, hello?
You don't have the attention span.
What?
That show is made for people with ADHD.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me!
Oh, no. I was reading a comment from the chat. That show was made for people with ADHD. What are you talking about?
So much fucking shit goes on. It'll be fine.
You never get, no, swear to God, for the past, because Avi and I have been watching those episodes together for season 2. And like every time I look back, it's the end of the episode. I'm like, huh? Like they don't waste your time. That's for fucking sure.
Hang on, I need to pull up references again because I keep forgetting how to draw the fucking mask.
Maybe you should draw. Maybe you should draw Koji more.
I should draw Koji more.
You should draw Koji and Fuyuko more. Wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk.
Wink wonk.
Wink wonk, wink wonk, wink wonk.
You don't want me to do that because the next ones I draw will be sad.
I know, it's fine. I'll be okay. Not really, but I'll be okay.
We were, Avi was in here a little bit earlier, and we were talking, and I said, I bet it's totally cool. I bet, Fuyuko is totally cool and normal about the fact that, he dies and then comes back kind of later.
Yeah, anyway, Heaton over here fucking smashing my emotions to pieces is fine.
Listen, under normal circumstances, I'm fully here to embrace tradition and be like, nah, he lives through X event. I tried I tried so hard. I cannot spoil it for the anime onlys. But there's a thing that's gonna happen in season 2, and fucking yeah. Hard as I tried to rationalize it, he's just not making it out.
It's alright. That's why Fuyuko has like a teensy weensy itty bitty mental breakdown and just becomes, glued to her work. And then Jack's like, "What's up? I'm a depressed smoker," and she's like, "Awooga? Hello? Will this recover my issues? Probably not, but I'm gonna make it.
From one sad boy with issues to another, baby.
From one sad boy with emotional daddy and mommy and family issues to another. I kind of wanted to like. I wanted to make a small comic, and I wanted to run this by you and Avi. I don't know if I'd actually end up doing it, but I kind of wanted like Fuyuko to feel like guilty for liking Jack because she feels like she's replacing Koji.
Aww.
And she like feels guilty about like having a crush on Jack because she's like, no, Koji was my one true love, and I'm betraying him if I do this.
He goes out like a Chad. It's real cool. I wish I knew how to draw.
So, both of them are adults in this picture, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure because I wasn't sure because you were drawing her adult outfit, and I was like, well, last time we've drawn them together, they've all been in their school uniforms.
I just like this outfit.
Oh, I do too. I like Fuyuko's outfit. It's the one time where like I haven't drawn an OC in a while, and I didn't hate the outfit that I already drew for it.
I feel like he's not. I have to keep like adjusting his fucking because the reference is the pose base that I'm using is so like round, and Koji's very pointy.
Rounded. Rebound down.
This is the first like proper sketch I ever did of him, so it's the best one for his like colors. But in every one since, he's been very long and sort of angular.
Lonk.
Round me.
Round feeds 3 men.
Koji is a good boy. He tries really hard,
great.
despite him looking like he would kill you.
Fuyuko looked at Koji and just went, yeah, that's mine.
I can fix him. And spoilers, she can!
She went in trying to fix him. I just think that
she just kind of did.
Well, she was just like, dude, you're like always sitting alone and eating alone and being alone. Do you want to like not be alone? Do you want me to just like sit down with you during breaks?
Well, the funniest part is he, like, generally he would have been very, like antisocial.
Yeah, and of course
just
Yuko has to come in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, he's pretty antisocial just to begin with. But the big one is like, why do you always eat by yourself? Because of my fucked up mouth.
She's like, I keep it that bad. Anyway, I'm gonna sit with you now from now on.
It's like I really don't need comments.
Nah, too bad. It's like, I just won't look. I just won't look at you when we eat. We'll eat back to back. Oh my god, they would eat.
She would just sit and she'd just turn around and be like, "There you go. Now you don't have to be by yourself."
Yeah, it would definitely be like when he's ready, and she's like, "Okay, you don't gotta show me your mouth. You're fine."
It's like I really just don't want. thinks about Toto immediately calling him a Kuchisake Onna, and he's like, I'm gonna kill you.
Nah. I do kind of want to draw that, because I know for a fact that she would just be like, oh, that was it?
It's like, what do you mean that's it?
Like, yeah. That's it? That's what she don't look bad. I mean, it's gnarly, but like,
his, I'll show you. Because that's why I grabbed this reference as well. Hang on, let me grab the, like, there we go. It's the full of his... it's the Slitmouth woman. It's a Japanese folk legend. Actually extend a little bit past the mask. from an incident when he was young. It was not finding the references is tough. Because it's not cut.
I like a cut, G.
He was not cut like that. It was ripped.
Yeah.
His it was a particular cursed spirit put its fingers in his mouth and ripped his mouth apart. But that was when he was much younger.
What was it? Oh my god, I had the worst thought. It doesn't. It tangentially has to do with them, but not like in the grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember back in the day,
Mm-hmm.
with just like general fan fiction, or just like I don't know how to explain it, but okay. Did you ever read the first Onision book? Bear with me.
Gag. No, but I've listened to people talk about it, so I'll know what you mean, I guess.
Okay. So you remember the scene where like she like shows him her like SH scars and everything?
Mm-hmm.
And remember that was like a trope for a while?
Yes! Gross!
That's like the one thing, though, like, I don't know, it'd be the one time where she like kissed his scars and it wasn't toxic, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. And then he would die.
But yeah, it was Stone's Abigail. Yeah. Well, no, and I saw a TikTok about that actually recently. It was the worst, but it was also the best. And it was this girl saying, "You know what we should do to guys? We should kiss their receding
hairlines.
You know how they would like kiss our home scars? Just don't do it for me.
For me?
Stop doing it for me. I remember I was sitting in the car with Gavin and he was like, why are you making that face?" And I was like, "Gavin, you don't understand. This is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life and I want to do it."
It's so fucked up.
It's the worst. It was the worst. Oh my god. My jaw dropped to the floor because I just couldn't. I was sitting here like, that is the best worst idea I've ever heard of in my life.
I feel like
it was so bad. It was so bad.
Am I really gonna get this far and I'm gonna crop this because I really don't want to draw this fucking sitting position? No, I'm gonna stick it out. I gotta not be a bitch. I gotta.
You can do it.
I can do it.
I would say if you need, I mean, I usually use like 3D models to help with legs and shit.
The big one is his fucking head feels wrong. It feels like
is it like too narrow?
No, I think it's just too big. Yeah, that's better.
I mean, his hair will probably make it look as normal size anyways, so yeah, probably.
Yeah. It's because it's at a weird angle. There we go.
Also, we need to have a discussion about the TikTok you sent me involving these two.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You sent it to me.
So for context, for chat.
No, you're gonna hate what I'm gonna talk about. But go ahead.
So I found a funny TikTok that was like, I introduced my partner to the concept of the Omegaverse, and it's
this fucking bite mark.
And she's just she's just fucking covered in like these huge dark hickeys.
I felt like I needed to call the police.
Like these,
it looked so bad.
Like just like these dark purple like hickeys all over her neck, And I sent it to Ellie. And I said Koji and Fuyuko.
I might draw that. Don't test me.
And then, oh no, I refuse to bury the lead because this one then responds with like, what? And I responded in quotes as Koji. I responded with, well, you said you liked my mouth.
No, Heaton.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry for making you feel bad. I mean, I don't think you feel bad about it.
No.
But no. So I didn't get to it. I got that TikTok right after I left the hospital.
For what?
Did you not see, like, the drum alert chat?
No,
the thread I made?
No, what happened?
So I may or may not have had, like, intrusive thoughts to remove myself from the census.
Oh my god!
So I was in the hospital for a psyche eval.
I had no idea!
The drama alert, because you guys were talking about something else and I didn't want to, like, interrupt.
No, I had no fucking idea. Oh my god. I would say I was sorry, but you're. I would say I'm sorry, but you're laughing, so it's all right.
No, I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's hilarious, frankly. Is that like the Spider-Verse? What is that supposed to mean, Justin?
It's talking about the Omegaverse.
Oh. I tried talking to Gavin about the Omegaverse, and he just shushed me the whole time.
That's the right attitude.
Well, he's a social media manager. I think he already knows, sadly.
Hello, Kitty.
I feel so bad sometimes for him because he's learning so much about, like, modern memes, more or less, very quickly, and he doesn't understand any of them.
It's very funny.
I think I remember recently he sat me down and he was like, babe, I need to ask you. I need to ask you, like, this is killing me. What the fuck is Riz?
Charisma, huh?
And I told him that, and he's like, that is so stupid. Question number 2, what does based mean? I'm like, oh god.
You are more powerful than I would have immediately just looked at him and gone, based on what?
Based on what? No. I wanted to, but I decided I was going to give him a straight answer. I decided it was best for him to have a straight answer. Again, to remind some people or tell people who aren't used to me being here, which is fine. I'm not in here often. But Gavin has a Facebook, and that is all he has. He doesn't go online.
I feel like I know in my head how Koji dresses, like, casually, and I've never drawn him in casual clothing a singular fucking time. Because I don't know what the words for this is.
I don't know. Describe it to me. Maybe I can give you an idea. Is it okay? So first off, would it be considered street fashion?
Yes.
Okay.
The fucking... I feel like he's fashionable. I feel like that's something that he is mindful of, but not, like, excessively so. But, like...
Would it be, like, academia?
No. Has big I listen to My Chemical Romance energy. But,
grunge core?
Kind kind of. There's a very particular kind of, like, Asian male street fashion that I'm picturing in my head.
It wouldn't be emo or goth, guys. It'd be something different.
No, there's...
The best way I could describe it would be grunge, but I don't know what the specific term would be.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, is, like, there's a K for it, and I just don't know what kind, is the way to put it. Like, oh, okay, so I'm finding stuff that's close.
Okay.
I put in just Japanese men's street fashion, and I'm getting stuff that's close. I'm gonna have to mix and match some stuff. But, like... Kinda like... Oh, yeah. Kinda like, kinda like... this. A little bit.
Oh, so it's like half traditional, half modern.
Yeah. I was gonna say the stuff that's like the
I
one
don't
in
know what that would be called.
the particular one that I found for like the top half of his outfit is it's not gonna be this neon yellow, but it's like this where you wear like the hoodie underneath the howdy.
Where's the Ewan when you need him?
Yeah, exactly.
Where's the Ewan when you need him? He would
Yeah!
know what it is. Is he out? He wouldn't be at work right now, would he? Would he?
I don't know.
It's a Sunday, so probably not.
Probably not.
I think.
I don't know.
I don't know. Yoon!
What's the
My
term?
prince!
You know all the things. I was talking to him about... I was joking with him a while back about, like, he was like, I don't remember how it started, but it was a joke of, like, why do you always come to me about stuff like this? And he made the joke was like, this is racist because I'm the Asian person, so you come to me with all these questions about Asian street fashion. And I responded with, no, Yoon, I come to you about all these questions about Asian street fashion because you always know the fucking answer. Now, do you know it or not? And there's like a 10-second pause, and he goes, there's a 10-second pause, and he goes, okay, I do, but like...
No, because he does.
Because he does! He knows! He knows about, like, all of the, like, underground, like, the street fashion shit. And I never know what the... Because, like, I told him, I'm like, I don't come to you for specifically, like, brand names or whatever. Because, like, that I can Google on my own. But it's always, like, I can describe it. Yeah, I need the terms to put into Google, and I don't know what the terms are. And I can't keep putting K-pop boy fashion in and expecting it to be the same answer every time.
Fucking, what is it? Yoon posted their commentary yesterday, and I just commented the first K-pop fan cam they showed, like the name of the song. And I told Yoon in a call last night, and he was like, "The girls who get it." I love that it's just me and Yoon against the world when it comes to K-pop fans in the CC.
Listen, I don't dislike K-pop or anything. It's just I'm part of the goddamn singles generation. I don't know the bands or. I'm just like...
I could show you the world, Ethan, if you just ask me.
Shining, shimmering, splendid!
Actually, you should probably talk to Yoon about it. But I mean, if you want to talk to me about it, I could be like, okay, so it's not a PowerPoint, but I can ramble off about Blackpink for like 2 hours. How much time you got?
He told me he was going to put together a playlist for me.
Mm-hmm. I have a Spotify playlist if you want it.
Because I was like, these are the types of songs I listen to the most, but as I've said, like, this is one of the things that Susie and I bond over, is that the two of us have a really, like, eclectic music taste.
Yeah. Have I showed you my Spotify playlist?
Yeah.
of how many songs is on there? No. I'm telling you, I have over 1,800 songs on there, by the way.
Hell yeah. But, like, I was gonna say, Susie and I were bonding over specifically the fact that, like, we care not for genre or country of origin, even. It's just, does this bop? Cool. That's it. That's all I care about. Is if this agrees.
Like I said, if you want my Spotify playlist, I'll give it to you, babes.
Yeah.
All I got is really a cult with
Thank you for this resub, Dank Afro. Appreciate it immensely. But, like, I mean, I have a couple of bands that I just like. I really like Fall Out Boy. I like Gorillaz.
No.
I saw Gorillaz in concert.
Crazy. That's crazy. Heaton, really? What? Sorry.
I'd love to see Gorillaz in concert again. But, like...
apparently Ice Nine Kills is going to be in, Ohio.
Heaton is going Gorillaz.
Do you like Ice Nine Kills?
I do not know who Ice Nine Kills is. I think they're...
Oh, wait, you don't?
Wait. Do they... First, are they a band?
Yes.
Okay. And they're not...
They're a horror-themed metal band.
Okay, then no, I did not. I was going to say I had a...
Okay. I have homework for you tonight.
I was gonna say, I know about Ghost. I've heard a couple of Ghost songs that I like. I am getting into, oh god, my brain wants to say Pierce the Veil, and that's wrong. I'm getting into, what the fuck are they called? Sleep Token? I'm learning that I like metal music.
Okay, so first of all, good choice. Sleep Token is God.
Yeah, I don't know. I was about to say, I was listening to some... My fucking For You page really is keyed into my music type.
Have you heard the whole Take Me Back to Eden
yes!
album?
Oh, no, not the album. I've heard the whole song.
Oh my god, listen to the whole album. There's, like, 2 songs that I didn't really like, but that's literally because, like, it wasn't personally to my taste. There is no bad song on the album.
It's so fucking...
It's a great listen to.
Listen, you had me at the, I'm a winged insect, you're a funeral pyre.
Oh, listen, okay, have you listened to Ascensionism?
Ascensionism, no.
Do it! If you like the lyrics from Taking Back to Eden, Ascensionism will have you in tears.
The 2 I've listened to are, so far, that I have on repeat that are in my music playlist, are Take Me Back to Eden and The Summoning?
Yeah, that's the one everyone listens to.
It's very good.
I will say, no, it's not a bad song. In just my opinion, there are better ones on that album. Fucking The Apparition. That's addicting to listen to. Rain, a good, like, ballad-ish. Ascensionism cured my religious trauma. Let's see. Are You Really Okay? That one's gonna make you cry, because it made me cry.
I had a thought I wanted to share with you for a moment, now that I'm, like, properly looking at, like, references for Koji's outfit.
Let's go.
They have big... 1 ticket for Oppenheimer, 1 ticket for Barbie!
Yeah. I honestly, my goal for Fuyuko was a bit more, like, modern day cottage core scientist.
Mm-hmm.
That was more my idea for it.
Fuyuko wants to see... The joke's on them. Fuyuko's the one who wants to see Oppenheimer.
She would.
I feel like Koji has the same view of it that fucking Justin does. Is like we know how it's. He's gonna look at her and just be like, Fuchan, we know how this movie ends.
Yeah, you still cried at fucking Titanic. Shut the fuck up.
The little anime arrow. The little anime arrow of. Oh yeah, 100%. The little anime arrow bit of like absolutely cried at Titanic. Cries at every rom-com, and he's just like,
I just want my crisis biopic. Leave me alone.
Watches horror films with her, is terrified.
Oh, she'd be like the biggest Saw fan.
Sitting in her office, listening to the song from the Silent Hill 1 soundtrack that just has the dental drills in it.
Oh my god. Koji comes in to like give her lunch, and he's just like, You terrify me. Do you know that? Like, do you know how much you terrify me? Like, oh, really? I never noticed. Do I? Ma'am, you are what is known as mentally unwell.
Has the moment of like, is Fuyuko alright? Yeah. Hang on. Hits her in the head with a pencil. She's just like, what the fuck? Yeah, she's fine.
Is Fuchan alright? Yeah, I think so. I think she's alive. Hits her with No, I mean, is she like okay? Oh, no.
Oh, yeah, this is just like, oh, no.
Yeah, her parents are not great parents. Any like small bit of positive reinforcement sends her into a frenzy.
Gives her head pats frequently. Big corpse husband energy, this man. The strong must protect the sweet. Calls her good girl and she fucking dies.
With permission. May I?
May you what?
You know. Listen. Maybe that TikTok gave me some ideas. You know. I do it with permission. I never do it without the person's permission if they're not my OCs.
Oh yeah, go for it.
Oh yeah, baby.
Fucking the peak funny meme is I feel like he's 100% the kind of person who's like, because he is used to being kind of a loner and being like very isolated, she has to like provide copious signs or he's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. What's going on?
I will say both of them are kind of perpetual loners, but for two very different reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because Koji is a self-inflicted loner. Fuyuko tries to be friends with people, but she's too weird.
It's because it's like, at least when I don't have any friends, it's because it's intentional. I have friends, you have me.
But I have friends.
It just cries, is like, my girlfriend's so cute.
She's so dumb and so cute.
Has Koji does
like she definitely
provide a big scary. I was gonna say Koji does provide scary dog privileges. When they are out in public together.
Oh, she definitely hugs his arm. Constantly. Tries to be scary. Koji is actually scary.
I feel like this is one of the things, like, I want to try and draw him more, because I feel like I don't illustrate very well exactly what he looks like. I feel like I'm pretty close.
You need to, please. For me. Pretty, please.
I should try and do an expression sheet at some point.
The only time we have other OCs that are paired up is when I'm the big sad about big bad man.
Yeah, do be like that. Koji's just very... He's doing his best. And it turns out that his best is not very good! Jujutsu sorcery families suck ass. Something they bond over.
Well... I don't think I ever talked much about Fuyuko's backstory.
No,
so,
not particularly.
Because, okay, so... You watched Castlevania, right?
Yeah.
So you know Hector, right?
Mm-hmm.
So instead of, like, bringing animals back to life, she just taxidermies.
Ah.
At, like, a really young age.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, just, like, dead things in general just interest her.
I see what the problem would have been then, yes.
I mean, she wouldn't, like, do anything herself. She would find them. And then, like, because her family was kind of poor. It was one of those situations where, like, because Fuyuko's family, they're very, like, they're way more uppity for their tax bracket to really prove.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They have a lot of friends who are super rich. And so, like, they have to, and they deal, Fuyuko constantly has to deal with, well, this family member's child went to Stanford or something, like that type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, constantly getting compared to other kids. And, like, it was one of those things where, like, Fuyuko would do really good on, like, her tests or something. And it would be like, yeah, that's what you're supposed to do. That type of reaction.
Mm-hmm.
And after that, they kind of didn't give a shit what she was doing. And they kind of didn't really like her having friends because they saw it as a distraction. Because, like, Fuyuko is genuinely really smart. Like, she's able to pick up on things very quickly. She doesn't have, like, a photographic memory, but she just has a very good memory. And, like, I don't know how to describe it, but, like, that's... Her being good at school wasn't the problem. It was socially. She was absolutely just unable to relate to other kids.
She's autistic, I get it.
Yeah. Basically. Avi. Avi here.
Yo, there's people.
Yeah, they're talking about Fuyuko.
I was gonna say, I think it would actually be really interesting to have this fun, funky little bit of contrast, because Koji's family is actually very wealthy. They're...
Oh, God.
They're pretty, like, important in terms of Jujutsu society, but their technique is rare. Kind of like
Fuyuko is similar to Nanami, where he's the only other person that was a Jujutsu sorcerer was, like, her great-grandfather or something like that. Like,
yeah,
she was born to 2 non-sorcerers.
Koji's technique, kind of like with Inumaki's, is one that is not particularly naturally occurring. It doesn't occur as commonly. in their family line, which is why his parents placed such a high emphasis when he was young on his training and his education and all his shit. And because the thing happened.
That thing.
Yeah. So, for those of you who are unaware, who do not know very much about my boy, the thing that happened with his mouth was because, when he was like 11, and and his family discovered that his cursed technique was manifesting, they were like, oh, well, your younger sister, who was like 8, well, he was 11, they're like, oh, well, she doesn't have cursed energy at all, and she wasn't, blessed with the same, because there's something special about Makima and Toji, or Makima? What? Maki and Toji.
Maki.
Yeah, Maki and Toji.
Woo!
Yeah, they've got Heavenly Pact in exchange for, because the thing is that like they were born. The thing that they were born with is literally 0 cursed energy, whereas everyone is born with like a little bit at least.
Mm-hmm.
They have nothing, which is why Heavenly Pact is the way it is.
Yeah.
That's why Ekamaru is the exact opposite.
Yeah. So his sister was born normal, basically. So she was not born with like Heavenly Pact. And because of that, they were like, hey, you know what would manifest a really strong curse? So they made him at 11 strangle his 8-year-old sister to death.
Yeah.
And she's one of his ghosts.
Fuyuko, her abilities kind of came during puberty. Like 12, 13. Because, like, you know, emotional neglect, dealing with being in middle school, just kind of culminates.
But his parents, his family in general is very... I've tried to, like, come up with a way to describe it. They're simultaneously very cold and very reverent of him in a weird way, because his technique is so rare.
They only, like, acknowledge him when it benefits them.
Yeah, more or less. It's why, like, he dresses very alternative. The way that he uses his technique, because he does it through singing, when traditionally his technique is supposed to work through recitation of sutra, but he doesn't want to, so that's not how it works. Because even if you have like a genetic predisposition towards a particular technique, it always says that it changes a little bit based on the person. And Koji has a very deep love of music. Cough, cough, I pick Vocaloid songs because I don't write music, so. But, he, like, so his relationship in general with his family is very transactional.
More of a business relationship than familial. Yeah.
And his whole life, his whole adolescence, there was a lot of talk about using people. Like, one of the things he was taught very early on, because of the way that his technique works, where he has to basically enter these pacts with the freshly dead he has to, like, he had to learn at a very, like, concerningly young age how to properly manipulate someone into doing what you want. And it's part of why he's very socially why he intentionally outcasts himself, is because now he's afraid that, like, that has warped his personality. Spoilers, it hasn't.
And then came along.
Hey, did you know that if you're raised in a manipulative, like, environment, you become hyper paranoid about being manipulative? But, like, people who are hyper manipulative typically don't worry about that, and that's not a thing that he knew?
Wait, what? No, no, that's crazy. That's no way that's my backstory. I don't mean my characters, I mean mine.
So he, like, he always worried about, like, if he's like, fuck, I'm secretly a very bad person. It's why I don't want... He intentionally didn't make friends because he was afraid that he would be manipulating them into stuff because it was what he was taught from such a young age, and that he couldn't make connections genuinely. And then Fuyuko happened, and then Jujutsu High happened, and now he has friends with all of the current first years.
And then something else happened, but like,
It's fine.
we're not getting there yet. We're not getting to Fuyuko's second boyfriend yet.
I like to describe Fuyuko coming into people's lives. I came in like a wrecking ball.
Yeah, a little bit. Okay, out of curiosity, because I've said that Koji's like a year older than Fuyuko.
I thought Fuyuko was a year older than Koji.
Okay, yeah, I'm double checking something. How old is she when like the manga takes place?
Like 23.
Okay. So yeah, Koji would be... Yeah, Koji, I could see Koji being younger. So Koji'd be like 22.
Yeah, because I specifically remember us saying Fuyuko claimed Koji as her kohai, like day one.
And now he bullies all the new kids.
Also, I because of spoiler character, I had, and funny Shinobu's sword from No More Heroes 2, look it up. I have to completely rework Jack's curse technique, but I figured out how to make it like what I wanted without basically just being Jacob's ladder.
Mm-hmm.
If he is in a state of restraining something with cursed energy, he can multiply that cursed energy in that being by whatever he wants. That includes numbers between 1 and 0. So that is how he is able to restrain things. And like, if he can drain essentially, quote unquote, drain the cursed energy of a like particularly strong curse or sorcerer in order to like subdue them. But he can't like reduce it to 0. He can't get rid of all of it. And the way it works with his curse tool is that he will like inhale cursed energy from something else. And because it is in his lungs, as long as he's not breathing, he's technically restraining himself. So he has to choke himself out in order to activate other people's curse techniques. It's great.
Unfucking believable. What a punk.
Gamble even if you die. God, him with Hikari's technique is so funny because like it would just be something else. Like it'd be the same thing, but it'd be something else.
Fuyuko just fucking Frankenstein's shit.
I have such like... Listen, welcome to another fun episode of Heaton laments her art skills. I'm so pissed that I'm not an environment designer, because I have like such a picture of Koji's domain expansion in my head, and I cannot and I've tried like 4 times and I cannot illustrate it. Because he only ever does it once. You'd only ever see him do it the one time.
Is it like a is it like a one and done, or is it like just it only happens to be used once?
It only happens to be used the once.
Okay, I thought you meant like he's gonna fucking BIG himself or something.
No. Well, he does. So when he dies, before he dies, he specific. So, I don't know if this is as big of a thing in Japan and in Japanese culture as it is in Western culture, but I'm continuing to use it because I like it. Is the idea that like, he cannot refer to the ghosts that he possesses by their real names. Because it will release them. Because it makes them people again. Instead of making them curse spirits, right? So the bit is that right before he's going to die, when he's like, oh, it's curtains for me, I'm done. This is gonna be it. He activates his domain expansion. He does the big cool thing, and then he lets them all go. On the condition that they make sure Fuyuko's safe.
Have you thought about just like working with the idea of like a Japanese like family tomb, and then just like augmenting that to see where it goes?
I have such a fucking picture in my head. It's so fucking, cause like, I wish I might try and find somebody who can draw like scenery better than I can, and I'll do one of the like shitty thumbnail sketches that everyone keeps memeing about. I'll just do one of the shitty thumbnail sketches and send it to them and be like, this. Because I have it so clearly in my head, but I can't do it. I've tried.
So, question. For lore reasons.
Mm-hmm.
Would Fuyuko and his parents get along?
Probably. Because I like the idea, right? I was gonna mention this earlier and I lost my train of thought. We moved on. But, so I like the idea that because Koji's family is pretty well off, I like the idea that her parents don't like him for a while because of the way that he is.
What do you mean? What do you mean the way that he is? He's perfect. I don't know what you're talking about.
But yeah, someone like Blue. But like, I like the idea that when he realizes that she really likes him, like that she really cares about him, 100%, he like goes to her parents and tells them about the fact that he's like rich, that his family's rich and well off. And his moment of, because I love the narrative through line is so cute to me, of him being like, I don't like being manipulative. I don't like using others to get what I want. But I'll use my family if it means I get you.
It's like a fucking K-drama up in here.
Yeah!
But can it have like all the fucking like
The edits.
every time something happens, it's like the dun, and like the 45 different like zoom in and like cuts. It's just awful looking, but it's good.
Well, that's Indian dramas. K-dramas is more like the slow ballad K-pop song.
Yeah, he 100% would be like, they don't matter. I'll use their connections if it means that you and I can be together.
I will say Fuyuko will try to be like, alright, idea. We book it.
And he's like, yeah, we could, but we need to, like...
He would definitely be like the old school ask for father's blessing.
He's like, I don't give a shit. And he, like, to her face would be like, I don't give a shit. I'll pay for you if I have to.
Koji, please don't frame it like that when you're talking to my parents.
So now my
I'll pay her. No, 100%. It's the, like, thank you for the follow. 100%. It's the bit of, like, they're discussing it. And she's like, I don't know, my parents are like XYZ, and he's like, and it's the anime bit of him holding up the money and being like, I'll buy you if I have to. Don't word it like that. And then the subtitle is, he means paying for a dowry.
So the question now is in my head, if and when Jack is able to get like somehow a little bit of Koji DNA in order to extract that curse technique, what would happen? Like, what would that even be?
I've thought about this. And the thing that I like is that it would resummon Koji. We've talked about this. This part I think is good. A, because I just like the narrative of it, and B, because it's dope as hell. But
yeah, for sure.
I think the more I thought about it, the more I like it, is that in JJK style, it is still Koji, but he is like Rika in that he is not physically himself anymore. He would manifest like one of the ghosts.
Sort of like a Shikigami, but not really.
Yeah.
Fuyako's 15th mental breakdown.
I thought you were going to say 15th reason why.
Well,
because his ghosts still, like, have their personality, like, their memories, all their shit, like, because they're still people. It's why the fucking Brand is a dick. But, so it'd still be Koji, but, like, he would just look more like a cursed spirit.
I like the idea of him being a stand.
More or less, yeah.
When Jack utilizes the technique, he's able to essentially, like, 10 shadows stand, summon Koji, and they just do group attacks.
They do, it'd be really cool.
And then, like, okay, also, I don't know if you're, like, super into this idea, or just aesthetic in general, but the way it works, or the way he copies techniques is through, a 6-chambered vape pen, essentially.
Yeah, we've talked about this.
Have I told you how he does domain expansions?
No.
So there's a button on the side of it that pops a syringe out the bottom, and he injects a full cartridge into his neck.
Oh, boy.
And it's just him just sticking it in his neck and just saying domain expansion.
Koji's domain expansion would be very scary.
You're just summoning, like, just 85 Kojis, and it's just like, get them.
Well, okay, so Koji's domain expansion is that anything within, like, the range of the domain, because we've seen now that domains do manifest physically, anything that's within the range of that domain, if there is a body under there, it calls the ghost. Which is why he uses it the one time you see him use it. I guess if he were a character in JJK, the one time you'd ever see him use it is in the moment where he dies. I say, dodging spoilers for chat. Like, there would be, like, a little bit of foreshadowing text of him being like, I have to be super careful using it in public cities. Because, like, you don't know who you're calling. And when he uses it in Shibuya, damn it, well, I fucked that up. When he uses it in Shibuya, It,
That's not a spoiler.
yeah, it summons, like, a lot of things. A lot of things, a lot of people. So for someone that is not Koji, who is not used to, like, that shit, it'd probably be very scary.
I thought it would be like being, because you can apply any rule to the domain as long as the what's it called? As long as the technique is mixed with your innate domain. So the technique could just like the condition of it could change to something a little less scary, where it's like, all right, I'm gonna, like, the condition being like, I'm gonna spend as much energy as humanly possible, and for every like tick of like the Mega Man life bar, the Mega Man energy bar, that's one Koji that could be manifested as like a separate Shikigami.
Yeah.
And it's just like 20 of them around some dickhead, and it's like, all right, get his ass.
Fucking... Is it JoJo style?
The fucking Abakio, Narancia, and Misto just beating that guy up.
You guys are having this
Are you
conversation. I'm just like, today I saw a balloon.
You did see a balloon, Ellie.
I
don't know.
I think about
if Fuyuko can just do like emergency surgery on the spot. She doesn't have that. Like, she's not a super uber strong kind of character.
Neither is
She's
Koji!
more. Well, it's more like she's more like Shoko than anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Koji is like Megumi in that his ability relies more on, again, it's fun little through lines, fun little funky fresh narrative through lines about manipulation, is that he uses, his technique even uses others to do the fighting for him. He is not physically incapable, but he's not... It's part of why I like the artwork I did of him sparring with Toto, and Toto just fucking, of the bit of like, I didn't think you were so frail, senpai.
I like the idea of
Shut the
his
fuck
face
up.
just getting grabbed. Just like mid-face grabbed into like ground slam. God, just death.
The big thing with Koji is that he's not the main reason that he doesn't do a lot of physical fighting when his technique is active is not because he can't physically fight, it's because it's very difficult to maintain breathing and rhythm when you're beating the living fuck out of someone.
Yeah, but no, it's fine. Now we got our own little trio of dickheads. Because every group and every generation of JJK needs a group of 3 dickheads. Perfect.
Oh man, I can't believe that I made the Gato of this group.
Damn, I can't believe it.
Oh
I can't
fuck!
believe my character
Damn it,
is
not
the
again!
Yuji of this group. The Yuji Gojo of this group.
I'm the Shoko Nobara.
For true.
I'm the Gato Megumi, which is fine because I love Megumi.
Yeah, Yuji's like top 3 protagonists for me.
I love Megumi. He's a good boy. Head pass.
I said this earlier, but I'll tell it to you because Jack is your character. I was gonna say I had a whole thing where like when Fuyuko starts to have like a crush on Jack, she's like, "No, I don't. I'm not betraying Koji. I'm not replacing him."
Koji also for sure has a moment the first time that he is properly summoned where like just this horrible like I have a picture in my head now of the monster that he turns into, just this horrible like Rika style terrifying curse just grabs Jack by the face and is like, if you hurt her or make her cry, I will come back as a curse and kill you.
He's just like, bro, listen, man. I'm a stupid American. I couldn't hurt her any more than you could.
I did! That's the whole point! I hurt her very bad! No one ever gets to make her cry ever again!
Well then, I'll just have to play some Limbo.
I bet you. I don't know if Fuyuko gets to see Koji when he gets resummoned.
Probably
but
really wouldn't want her to. I feel like I'm so gross and scary.
No, she'd say you're just as beautiful as the day we met.
Cry.
Specific because like I was gonna say she's always, no matter what, would definitely say he's handsome.
Crying.
Push his hair out of his face, and she's like, "Well, you need to show your face more. I want to see it more."
And then he just cries. Just on the spot. Spoilers, he's a big wimpy baby who cries very easily, actually. It's one of his moe traits, is the fact that canonically, like, one of his charm points is that Koji actually cries really easy. 100% Fuyuko has seen him, like, I like the bit of, like, when, he's first being introduced to the first years. They're like, he's really intimidating and really scary. And then Fuyuko's like, no, trust me. You wanna break through that? And they're like, of course. And she goes, watch this. And she shows him a really cute cat picture, and he just fucking cries.
Now, question.
It's just like, it's so cute. Just violently shaking, and then there's the little anime arrow of trying not to cry.
Now, real quick, I need to know for timeline reasons. When do they get together? Is it his first year or second year?
Probably his first year. ASAP, so quick. I'm in love with her. Fuck.
It would definitely be like he wouldn't know he liked her until like she just wouldn't leave him alone for weeks.
Oh yeah, for sure.
She keeps calling herself his mentor.
No, you know what? For sure, Fuyuko is the one who decides that they're dating. And when I say decides, I mean decides, because it isn't until, like, he asks her to do something with him, and she's like, this is a date. And he's like, I like her, man, I should really ask her out on a date at some point.
She's really cute, guys, what should I say?
This is two idiots in love.
And it's like, we've been dating for 6 months? We have?!
Oh my god, Ellie.
We went on a no, you know what? There isn't a what are we period. He's like, I want to go to the arcade with you. And like they go, and she in her head is like, cool, I have a boyfriend now, and then forgot to tell him.
Yes! That's perfect!
They went on a one date. She decided they were a couple, and then forgot to tell him they were a couple.
And then it's like, and then at one point, there is a hilarious, like it isn't even, like, the sad, sappy, like, dramatic misunderstanding. It's somebody asks him, somebody asks him, do you have a girlfriend? And he says no, and Fuyuko gets upset, and he's like, well, there is a girl I like, though. And she's like, why aren't we dating? I thought we were dating this whole time. And he's like, we were?
They are what would happen if in anime they talked about their misunderstandings.
I also just the mental image of Jack summoning Koji and Fuyuko is there, and he's like, you can't let her see me. Oh my god, I'm too disgusted as a spirit now. Oh man, what am I gonna do? Fuyuko has like a little arrow above her face with a text saying, didn't know she was a monster fucker till now.
I'm really creepy and gross. It really sucks. Summons him around the kohai, and they're like, senpai, you were creepy and gross to begin with. Cries.
Oh, he's handsome. Look how cute his face is. I like that face.
A gentle reminder that Fruit Loops don't contain any flavor. I hate you. I hate you. Yes, they do.
Fucking no, she'd point at cursed Koji. And I like that face. It's my favorite face.
Rika and Koji having a fun little bonding moment.
They do the fucking, just like, they look at each other, and they just do like a little fist bump. It's like, cool.
Same hat.
Now, would he show her his face before or after their first date?
Oh, way after. Like a long time after. He would guard that fucking shit with his life for the longest time, because he's like, nope. Mm-mm. I look like a horror movie villain.
I think it would be like the day they talked about, like, oh, we've been together for 6 months. Well, I guess if we're gonna be together, I should probably show you my face reluctantly.
He's like, yeah, I like the idea, because I just think it's cute, is the, like, of her just kind of, like, staring for a little bit, and he's, like, getting increasingly more uncomfortable, and then after about, like, 30 seconds, he's like, well, say something!
He, like, tries to put the mask back on, and she's like, no, stay still. I want to look at it. I like your face. I want to look at it some more.
Cries.
Ball.
Blue, 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 blue.
Excuse me for a moment. Like, puts a finger up. Cries.
I feel like he doesn't, like... Koji doesn't... He doesn't sob. He just, like... But he just tears.
The actual reaction would be, just say something. So that's it? That was what you were so afraid of all this time?
What do you mean, so that's it?
That's it. That was what you were afraid of to show me?
It's pretty bad. He's just like, I mean, it's pretty bad.
Nah. Not to me. I think it's cool.
Does it hurt?
Yeah.
I like that.
Did it hurt? Well, I mean, yeah, my face was retarded. No. Did it hurt when you fell from heaven?
Christ.
No, she definitely calls him handsome, like, all the time.
And every time she does, he cries.
Dude, fucking...
Again, like, I feel like he doesn't, like, blue, 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 like, sob, but I feel like it's just...
It's a silent cry.
He just stands there and just tears. She's like, God damn it!
Fucking Koji and Rose, who can cry faster.
What is the girl's wizard powers? Someone asks.
What?
Fuyuko, what are her wizard powers?
Oh! I didn't know that was referring to me.
Yeah,
I saw that, and I was like, what the fuck are they talking about? Sorry, people don't ask me about Fuyuko. I'm not used to that. So Fuyuko, she has the stitching curse technique. Essentially, she is able to reattach any limb to another person, and it works like it was never, like, cut off. And as well as she can fix, more or less, like, she's able to fix up organs. So, like, if you have, like, liver failure, she can stitch it back to health.
I fixed it.
She's a doctor, basically.
I fixed it.
Yeah, Fuyuko is a doctor similar to Shoko. And like I said earlier, she's weird. Like, actually weird. Not the fucking white girl quirky, she's actually weird.
On their first date, she tells him fun facts about like
taxidermy and stuff.
Like horrible medical fun facts, and he's just sitting there just staring at her with hearts in his eyes. I love her so much.
Arrow points at his head. Didn't know he was a weird girl fucker until now.
She's a weird little bitch, but she's mine.
Fuyuko has a thing for emotionally sad men. Looks at Jack, looks at Koji. Yeah, that's about right.
I didn't know that I was one of these.
I will say, fun little thing I was thinking about when I was working on Fuyuko's story. She's never been told "I love you" first by her parents. Like, her parents never just say, "Hi, I love you, my daughter." And even when she says, "Hey, love you, bye, I'm gonna go," like, they don't really say it like they mean it. Like, they probably mean it. But boy, howdy are they shit at showing it. So that being said, who says it first?
Koji, so fast. So quickly. He tells her he loves her. Actually,
but he's afraid that he's like saying it too early and that like he's actually performing a manipulation tactic by accident.
Yes, so afraid. It's like, I am not trying to manipulate you. No, shit, fuck.
Koji, we've been together for 6 months. Sure, 6 of those months were without your knowledge, but we were together for 6 months.
With that, we are going to go raid RNGesus.
RNGesus.
He's playing Super Mario RPG. I will be back with you on Tuesday. I will probably be starting a new game. I haven't decided what game yet, but we'll be playing something. So go see the Lord. It's the Lord's day.
Go to the Lord.